Hey lovelies, and welcome to this week's blog. I'm founder of Life Empowerment Project, Vicky Murgatroyd, and this week I want to talk about a topic that I love to discuss, and that is the ultimate downfall of you not giving yourself enough credit. Really common pitfall here that most women that I've ever spoken to fall for in some aspect. So tune in, make sure that you take some notes, and let's make some changes. So I call this a spiral. So we start out by not giving ourselves enough credit. We don't give ourselves the recognition for all the amazing things that we've done, for all the action steps we're taking, because we're so busy looking at that pile of stuff in front of us that hasn't yet been completed, that hasn't yet been finished. Then of course from that thought comes the emotional response. You sink down, your emotions become dampened, you go from happy and optimistic to a little sad, a little bit defeated, and that's a much lower vibrational energy. When you're on a lower vibrational energy, see us going down the spiral here, when you're in a lower vibrational energy, you attract lower vibrational events. Less happiness, less joy, less cash flow, less amazing clients. Again, the spiral goes downward. So let's talk about the opposite of that, because this is where the joy comes in. When you give yourself credit, what is the effect? Now, so many of us are conditioned so strongly to never give ourselves credit that it can feel strange at first. So what if you started now doing 3 things each night that you've achieved that day? Give yourself credit. Notice all the amazing steps that you're taking and give yourself some props for that. You deserve it. You deserve the recognition and the acknowledgement and the joy that comes from doing just that. When you do that, you build your habit. Of course, the opposite happens. You go up the spiral. Your vibrations become higher, and when you're in a higher vibration, you attract higher vibrational activities. You attract events, opportunities, people, cash flow, etc. And you step into that position where you're able to allow that to ripple out from you. And you know, wherever your mind's focused on is what you're going to attract more of into your life. The key to manifesting right there. And you start to feel it as you give yourself the recognition. You get that feeling, that happiness, that joy, that connection, that momentum, and that confidence. All of a sudden you're taking more action, giving yourself more credit, and again you're raising that vibration until you're in a state of joy. And then you begin to attract money, opportunities, the right people, cash flow. You become that example for people. And when you're shining in that way, guaranteed those light that you're shining out spreads onto other people. It can't not. All of a sudden they start to act in different ways. You're raising those standards for not only you, but for everybody that you're here to serve. Remember, we are one as consciousness. So when you give yourself credit, the ripple effect is massive. When you don't give yourself credit, the downward ripple is massive. And I cannot stress that enough. It comes from such a simple thing. Again, we're so conditioned to not give ourselves credit, it can be a really interesting shift to make. So my challenge for you is a 30-day challenge. 30 days of recognizing every single thing you're doing, especially in your business, but you can spread that out into your personal life as well. If you're going to the gym, or you're going for walks or something physical, if you're spending time with your family and that's a high priority for you, give yourself the credit, because you're building these new habits. Where your focus goes is where your energy flows. By that simple shift, the world opens up to you. See, most people watching are thinking, that's too simple. It can't change all of that. And what if it did? I've done this, I've experimented with this, I've seen the difference, I've felt the difference. Now it's your turn. Implementation is the absolute key. That's the only way you're ever going to make a change. So that's my challenge for you. Of course, we want to carry on the conversation. Hop over to Facebook/Life Empowerment Project. Let's connect. If you want to join the private conversation, join Business Women's Empowerment Group. That is where it all goes down. That's where we make that strong connection. You're surrounded by those amazing tribe of women who just raise your standards. Your light shines on them, theirs shines on you, and again, that consciousness just keeps on evolving. It's so exciting. So my challenge, give yourself the credit, notice all the amazing changes that occur, build that new habit, build your new normal. So just a quick one from me today, guys. Hope you've loved the information, hope you implement away, let us know how you go, and I'll see you on next week's blog. In the meantime, as always, live empowered and be inspired.